Back in the day, music wasn't portable. There was no way to listen to music privately. Until, of course, a hero arrived to change things around. A Utah resident named Nathaniel Baldwin made the claim that he had built in his kitchen a new headset that could amplify sound. And thus, the modern day headphones were born. From then on, headphones have been developed and improved. Headphones have not just been used as amplification of sound and music, but it has also been a staple of communication for people. But come to think of it, have you ever given any thought on how our headphones work?
Headphones are basically just two loudspeakers mounted on a strap that clamps firmly over your head to fit your ears. They mainly consist of two miniature loudspeakers made up of metal compounds and either plastic or paper, a housing made with plastics, rubber and foam to contain the speaker, and a wire to connect the speaker to the source. The speakers of a headphone are mainly made up of a permanent magnet, a coiled electromagnet, and a plastic or paper diaphragm. Most headphones usually use neodymium magnets for their speakers. Neodymium magnets are made from alloys of neodymium, iron, and boron. These magnets are made primarily by powder metallurgy. Raw materials are melted, then cast into a mold. They are then pulverized, milled, and sintered into dense blocks. After being cut to shape, they are finally magnetized to form the final magnet. The electromagnet is a coil of metal, also usually made of neodymium alloys. The diaphragm of headphones is commonly made of plastics or paper because they should come as thin as possible for flexibility. Headphone diaphragms are usually made by forming one or more thin sheets of plastic being compressed at high temperatures and pressures. A headphone works such that it transforms electrical signals to mechanical energy to sound. The electrical signal from the source travels to the coil and causes it to have a net magnetic field. The magnetically charged coil, in contact with a permanent magnet, now rapidly changes from being repelled to being attracted to the permanent magnet, which produces movement. The diaphragm, which is attached to the coil, also moves, but due to its flexibility, the movement is magnified, which causes the air to vibrate towards the ears as sound waves.
Housing the speakers is the rigid plastic casing. This provides support for the speaker and also for the headphone's aesthetics. The plastic casing is made by molding parts of it by injection molding and assembling them together to form the main case. Same as the casing, the headband is made from polymer material which is molded by parts or sets. Once molded, these parts are then assembled to form the headband for the headphones. The earpads are there for a more comfortable hearing experience. The earpads are composed of a blow-molded rubber with foam padding. Rubber, or sometimes silicone, is used because of its flexibility, so the earpads could fit comfortably and yet snugly onto one's ears. The earpads casing and headband represents the bulk of the headphones. These are the parts first seen by a customer, so careful design and planning for the headphones' aesthetics are considered. The cables or wires of the headphone serves as the bridge between the source and the speaker. The copper metal component of a wire allows free movement of electrons for current to flow. It is enough for wires to be thin since only low amounts of power is transmitted for the headphones to work. There is also an economic advantage to the use of thin wires. Copper can be expensive, especially when manufacturing thousands of wires, so it would be better if wires were thinner in this case. Another point to consider would be that these wires are covered with insulating polymers. Insulating the wires not only prevents loss of power, but also reduces the shear stress a wire might experience which could break them. Insulating and jacketing of these wires are done through extrusion, so the insulating material can cover the entire wire, better protecting it from stress. The wire is then connected to the source by a metal plug. This metal plug serves as standard connection to a female connection the source has. The plug and the female connection both need to be metal in nature for efficient flow of current.
All these parts contribute to the performance of the headphones. All these parts make the headphones so much more than miniature loudspeakers. All in all, headphones continue to affect the modern world. From just creating a separation from public space for privacy, headphones are now being used in jobs and entertainment. And as the applications evolve, the materials and properties continue to change too. And yet, through the ever-evolving and noisy world, headphones continue to bring us to a world where we can be private and separate us from it all, making space for us to listen to ourselves.